Let's see if we got good sound. Good sound looks good. Let's make sure we're all working well. Oh, something's not right there. Do we have audio working correctly? Make sure our audio is right. Hey, Jim, do we have good audio here? For whatever reason, my tracks weren't working right. I was wondering what was happening here. Let's try that one more time. Let's try this track again. I think something's wrong here. Oh, music. Let's see if it's in preferences. Give me just a second. That's not it. Because I want my music to play through my audio. And it sounds good to you. For whatever reason, the audio is not right on my tracks. Let's see if that's on its own fader over here. I just want to double check something. Yeah, the backing track is there, but it is coming in super low compared to what I want it to. Let's just see where that's at. I don't see it. No track. Yeah, we don't have the track on your end, so I've got something going on. Let's see what problem that is. Let's check this. System preferences. Let's check the audio on that. Check this out. Oh, it might be here. Let's try this. Let's try that right there. Let's try this track again, guys. Does that give you the track? We got voice and guitar. What about this? Do we have the track now? You tell me when. I'm just looking at a couple of items. Good afternoon, Tom. What's up? Getting back from Shiprocked. Let's try the track again. Looks like it's coming through OBS. Is it good now? I think it is. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks like that's coming through. Yeah? Nice. That was a booger. Don't do that. Yeah. All right, just warming up, trying to get loose before the stream. Loose on stream is the name of the game. Oh, man, getting back in the game here in the studio. After a big week on Shiprocked, I'm moving some things around on my desktop real quick so I can see everything. I want to see all the things. There we go. Yeah, man, it was super, super rad on Shiprocked. Getting time to jam with some mega famous people. Doing one with Randy Blythe, which is really cool, you know. That was really cool. That was a highlight. Dragula. Weezer was really fun with Lacey from Flyleaf. Really, I love that song. That one, you know. Really great solo in that too, with the there's a really great lick that's the really cool way to get around D minor, the solo. It's over that D minor chord, which is always fun with when you're trying to outline chord changes, leaning into the third, and that's what they did on that solo. So if you have a D major chord, you have a D minor chord. What makes that great is I sound like Beato. What makes this great is you have the root or the fifth of your chord into the minor third, so you get a really nice resolution. Very cinematic, right? It's a flat six against a major chord, really, in a lot of ways, right? Instead of playing this, it's playing. Kind of a melodic minor thing. You see how I'm doing that? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flat six. Right. Also, I get a lot of questions about the arpeggios. Not that I played a great version of Beyond the Reef. It was very sloppy. But if you want the real versions, there's other playthroughs. I think Ben and I did a playthrough. Speaking of, go if you're on the YouTube channel, click like, subscribe, blah, all that stuff. But more importantly, go to the playlist section of my channel and go to performances. And you'll see just picking, less clicking, more picking. So let me show you those arpeggios real quick, just because they're kind of cool. They're based around a D minor 9 chord against an F sharp or F major 7. One more time. using the same shape in a new position. Kind of like a hybrid-y Bela Fleckish kind of idea that got mutated into a rock song. Let's get that one more time with the track so you can hear what I'm doing with those arpeggios. One more time. One, minor third, 5, flat 7, 9. And then we'll go to A minor and do the same thing over an A minor 9. But with a C in the bass. Make C major 7. Let's hear that, shall we? Thanks. It's my favorite guitar that I have. Oh, one more time. Let's get to it. Floaty and pretty, right? That one's really tricky, and I'll show you what makes it a little more tricky than the other one. I'm cramming both of those notes onto the same fret. Really hard to get that third finger to squeeze in there. You're trying to get the middle finger off and the third in. All those kind of cool cinematic sounds. Big news this week also, maybe the biggest. I know it's unhealthy. Don't say anything. Yes, smell yellow. I know it's not good for me. I need to not drink this stuff. I feel like someone's cigarette smokes. I need to not do it, but I'm doing it anyways. This week, we are proud to announce coming to the Woodshed Guitar Experience, which is a 4-day weekend of guitar clinic, concerts, lessons. Eric Johnson from Austin, Texas. The legendary, the one, the only, Cliffs of Dover, live at Austin City Limits, band leader coat. He is easily in my top 5 of all time. He is one of the greats, one of the true masters of the instrument. And we have 100 slots. Actually, we don't have that many because people have been buying them. If you're interested in coming, I would suggest doing it. Get your tickets. Contact now woodshedguitarexperience.com with none other than Eric Johnson. Let's just talk about that for a second. You guys fire off your favorite Eric Johnson moments. What would you want to hear him play? Don't say Cliffs. Obviously everybody loves Cliffs, but don't say that one. I would want this one. That's one of my favorites, right? I don't even know if I'm playing right. I sound like shit today. I would love to do that one. I would love to hear that in person, right? Totally Mitchin Collectibles is in the house, and he says, loved the videos of you and Keith from Shiprocked. Yeah, Shiprocked was amazing. And Keith was in a band called Copper back in the day. And Copper and my old band Down From Up and the 10 Years guys, we would always kind of be, in the same circles, same place, same time kind of thing. and very serendipitous to finally get to be on stage at an event where Keith is hired as Keith to be a solo artist, and I was hired as Andy to be a solo artist. That was, man, really, really cool. And we did the Foo Fighters song. We did that one, and that is a tasty one. That is The Pretender. What if I say I'm not like the others? Yeah. Trail of Tears. Everybody's saying like that one. Desert. I would say Highlandrins would be really top tier. Dang, I would love to hear him just rip with that flanger. Michael says, I signed up this weekend. My first Woodshed experience. Awesome. Yes, there is also an early bird $200 discount on Woodshed registrations until March 31st. So if you're on, teetering, if you're like, man, I think so. And also, I'm going to announce somebody else right now that's coming. I talked to him this morning via text message, and I'm happy to say Andy Timmons is coming back to the Woodshed. So we got Andy Timmons on board. Super stoked. More folks will be announced soon. I know who they are, but I can't say anything. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. Yeah. Excited for you guys to be there, man. It's gonna be awesome. Man, my hands are sloppy today. I feel like I'm out of control. Season of tone. I like that. I really got to get my tone in shape if I'm gonna be up there with those guys, man. Really got to get there. Hi, Andy. What is a typical student day life at your camp? Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's just go into some of that real quick. You're going to spend the weekend at a private lake campground that has boating and jet skis and even like a little petting zoo with various, woodland creatures, goats and donkeys and that kind of stuff. You don't have to pet them if you don't want to. We have cabins on the property, and we bring in a really great chef to cook for everyone. So the food is amazing. I always look forward to it because I know I'm going to eat good all weekend. So you wake up in the morning, you come down, have breakfast. All the artists will be down there just kind of chilling and having breakfast with you, which is always a highlight because you never feel like you're segregated away and partitioned. It's just a really cool hang, and we can only do that because there's only 100 slots available. So you get up in the morning, you have breakfast, then we divide everybody up into a couple of different groups and classes, and then throughout the day you'll take courses with guys like Greg Koch or Mark Lettieri or whoever. We've had Bonamassa, we've had Robin Ford, so you'll spend some time learning from these guys in like a small group environment. And then also we'll do big like masterclass sessions, and that will be like get Eric EJ will do a whole big masterclass session. We'll do some lunch. You'll break off and maybe hit another group of teachers, maybe get a lesson with me or Brent or somebody else. Like I said, throughout the years, we've had tons of different players, so I'm just pulling names out of thin air. Got different guests we've had. So with that said, yeah, you'll do that, and then you'll take a little break in the afternoon for 2 hours or so. Great for family. Family can come and like I said, do the ropes courses and ride the jet skis and do fishing and boating and that kind of stuff, while the guitar nerds do guitar nerd stuff. And then at night on Friday, we get together and we all play a bunch of covers, right? So it's like everybody's just jamming on their favorite Cream song or Hendrix or Merle Haggard or whatever is called, and it's really super fun. Saturday night, all the artists play 3 of their signature tunes, right? So like Brent's done Hot Wired, and Timmons has done Cry for You, and Mark Lettieri's done, Catboy and some of that stuff. Really excited, man. I'm really, really, really thrilled. So Jeff's kind of, I bring my family and they're coming this year. He's got a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old. It's great. Yeah. We need to talk about fishing with Kimbrough. If you like to get up early at 5 o'clock in the morning, which is brutal, then you can go fishing with Daniel Kimbrough. He is our resident bass player who is a celebrity in his own right. Daniel plays with guys like Bela Fleck and Jerry Douglas. Daniel is one of the most monstrous, bad mama jammas to ever slap around the old Fender 4-string. So he is an incredible bass player. I've worked with him for many, many years, and he'll be out there the first thing in the morning fishing. And then afterwards at night, once the concert's over, around 10 o'clock p.m., 9:30 or 10, we have jams. And that is, we set up a drum kit and bass player. It's kind of set up all there. And you never know what's going to happen. For instance, Mark Lettieri could be playing bass for you on a Motley Crue song, like Kickstart My Heart or something. And that's where we just party until it's time to go to bed and everybody runs out of gas. And those will usually go pretty late. So you usually get several hours of just jamming with anybody, ranging from other campers to our guest artists. Of course, I will be getting in on the fun there. I really like to play things like Weezer songs or, stuff like that. It's really a great hang. So that's what the vibe is. It's fantastic for families, and that's the typical student day. Yeah, and it's, you guys are all VIP. That's the biggest thing that I can't stress enough. There is no such thing as a VIP package. There are only 100 people, so everyone is VIP. We do that on purpose. So, everything is included with your purchase. So that includes your alcohol, your food, your lodging, things of that nature. All inclusive. So it's a one and done price, and it's really amazing. I love it. And I've been talking to people on Shiprocked that are excited about it, that are guitar players. We might have some special guests that kind of come crash the party, right? That aren't official artists, but guys that will come and crash, and it's going to be super rad. Randy says he even fly fished a couple mornings last year. Man, I'm sloppy today. When I feel bad about my legato, I kind of just slow down and start thinking about every note's quality. Like right now, I feel really bad about my legato. I feel like I shouldn't be doing it in front of you guys, but it's okay. It gives us something to talk about. Like right there, that note was rushed a little bit. That's better. The third note was wrong, right? So it's not wrong, it just didn't sound as good as the other ones. it's just sticky today. My picking feels good today, though. So maybe it's like you lean into the strengths. Yeah, it's nicer. One more time. Let's talk about what Gabriel here is chiming in. He's saying, love your playing. Thank you. I feel not great about it today, but thanks. Hope it's not off topic. Any tips on mixing major and minor pentatonic when playing blues? Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? To me, when I think about the blues, I don't think about it being this. I don't think about it being this. That's your two pentatonic boxes. I think about the blues being more about the relationship from the minor third to the major third. This sound. Now, I know there's going to be a bunch of smart people in the room that's going to be like, oh, yeah, but the minor pentatonic and the major pentatonic laid over gets you that. Yeah, but you don't phrase it correctly if you go. It doesn't sound, it sounds disconnected, all right? Versus if I think about just this. That relationship. That's what makes it sound musical to me. Yeah. Very Derek Trucksy kind of thing. That may be kind of more of it, right? So I'm looking at this. 1, 2, 3. And then here's 2, 3, 4. So I'm seeing those, but I'm trying to play in between them to give it the really cool bluesy thing, right? Here's in between. Down there to that. See what I'm doing? Oh. I'm seeing all of this relationship. It's right here too. So much of that is this. It's not just so flat thirds and fifths. Tom's right. It's like you're saying, yes, it's the flat third and flat fifth, but it's not played like this. That doesn't sound bluesy to me. I think it's got to be bends. Right. Those kind of things. If you got a bar, right. If you don't have a bar, yeah. Just so much of a different sound when you're bending them. Yeah, it's all in the phrasing, right? That's up to the 4, which is nice. Marcus is saying, can you talk about playing the changes in the blues? Yeah, let's just talk about what we're doing right here. Going up to that 4. Just try to play through some phrases and see if we can hear where those changes are. Let's get a good groove. No, not that one. What's a good blues groove? So I'm looking at and then when I go to the 4 chord, I'm thinking maybe of an A7 before that. We could also do the 2-5-1 of where we're going, right? Right. You get this kind of thing. You could also have. That's like a. You could also use a diminished to get there. Right? Going up to the E. No. So Buck is saying you still emphasize that major third even in a minor blues like Thrill Is Gone. Let's talk about Thrill Is Gone, right? Let's see if we can pull up a little Thrill Is Gone backing track. Let's see if it'll. New tab. Go to YouTube and just see if they got one. It'll probably flag me. If that's okay. Thrill Is Gone backing. Let's just see what this is. See what it gives me. This is in B minor. It's fine, I guess, right? think about that major third. And also, I'm really thinking about the flat 7. There's a little bit of that like ghost note. I'm going to give you another example of it. It's just kind of like bending it out. My B string's a little out of tune. Let me pause it so I can tune this B string. Just a little out of whack. Yeah, just a little flat. That's better. There we go. So let's just focus on a couple of notes, right? So we got this 5, the 7, the 1, minor third. I'm hearing the band play. I'm hearing that thing. So you can play major 6 around that, but not now. Right here. So that kind of section is only working when I'm hearing this. It's kind of like that major 6 thing, right? So if you're going to really do this tune like proper and not do any goofy stuff, like I've just been kind of wanking, just some wanking. But if I was going to do it proper, I would do way less of that stuff, right? I'll probably come into it. The 5 chord, it's really important to maybe acknowledge that, like, when I'm hearing this, I'm going into a little bit of like harmonic minor, melodic minor-y kind of sounds to kind of give it a vibe. The major 6 only works sometimes, George. So it's only working because I'm here. That's cool. Like some diminishable work over there. Kind of working around that thing. Dustin's saying I'm hearing seems to be a common phrase or theme. What if your head knowledge just doesn't have all those intervals, chord changes, stuff that seems to make the songs interesting? This is the interesting thing, Dustin. I think your ear will lead you in the right path. I think, unfortunately, we as guitar players, we let our hands dictate what our ear can hear, right? So like if I'm going to hear, I'm a terrible singer. I'm warning everyone, I'm a terrible singer. And B is not my key to singing for sure. Like if you need to hear that. Like for me, that when you say your ear doesn't have that in it, I think it does have it. I think the ear will lead you the right way. You've got to trust it. You've got to really, really trust what you want to sing or scat or whatever kind of music you need over. And you got to not let your hands be in charge, right? You really can't let your hands dictate. What am I trying to say? You play the guitar with your ear and your heart and your mind. The hands are just like what's making the buttons work. Your creativity's got to come from up here. So if you feel like you're playing bad and you're only regurgitating the same ideas, then don't put the guitar in your hands. Just put it in your lap. Sing a solo, and it will be you'll feel it naturally. You know, it's like that's the thing that's that's important is that you've got the music rolling around in your head. And the more you cultivate the music in your mind and your creativity in your mind, the more that the hands will come into play into chasing that down, right? You got to chase down what it is in your mind, right? Somebody says you morphed into Benson. That's a long morph. But Benson was playing from the mind and the heart and the soul and the ear, not playing from the hands. Let the hands catch up. My hands are not very good today. I'm going to sit here and practice, whatever that means. I don't think it's practice. I think it's just like getting in touch with, my technique stuff. I've been in performance mode for a week and I haven't been thinking about technique. I've been thinking about performing and being on the cruise ship, which was awesome. It was super rad. Megaspace is saying something really important. Guitar is so visual that we tend to spend the first 10 years looking rather than listening. Once the ears inform the hands, you'll suddenly have access to more tonality and harmony. Absolutely. Right? Like that's where that major 6 comes from. That's like an old phrase from a Legend of Zelda game. And I can't remember which game it was. I can't remember which Zelda had that little phrase in it. Isaac says, don't be afraid to play a bad note or two. Might lead somewhere. Yeah. I gotta remember to slide with the third finger on those. Yeah, vocal lines. Now I'm starting to get warmed up. It feels better. I don't know, something in that realm, right? Boomer Benz has the best name on YouTube. Just FYI, anybody's wondering, Boomer Benz is in the house. And I feel like the Boomer Bend is... I feel like that's the one, right? Boomer Benz is saying the trick is to have enough technical proficiency to allow yourself into the flow state. Doesn't have to be incredible technique, just good enough to say what you want to say. I love that, man. Daniel Smith saw an article with Guthrie Govan once where he recommended singing the notes first and then replicating with the fingers. Then together becomes more like a language than a physical skill. Absolutely 10,000%, 100 million%. John says, my high school jazz ensemble director said the same thing. I always tell my students that enough, although most are too lazy to do it. That's the thing, is just being aware to put yourself into those situations when you're at home and you're just getting some playing going, getting some music going, reminding yourself that it's not about the application of a million different notes. They're like a million different ingredients, right? Like, you're not going to put anchovies on ice cream, right? But they might be nice on a Caesar salad, right? It's knowing what ingredient's going to go with the right dish. Pardon my cooking puns. Sometimes when I get stuck in a rut with phrasing, I change amps or pedals, anything to hear something else. That can do it. That can absolutely do it. That's why we got so much gear, and that's why I've got so many toys around the room, is so for that exact very reason right there. Absolutely. Like, that's where I really like to use those chromatics, right? Those kind of lines. Isaac says, one trick that I like to use is reducing things to simple power chord line to get the overall feel of how a passage is going. Then once I get that, I can start adding notes back in and adjust. Hey, man, that's a great idea. I love it. I love it. Once again, kids, Eric Johnson is coming to the Woodshed Guitar Experience, and that's where you can learn all about that tasty phrasing, because he's got it in spades. All of the phrasing belongs to EJ. It's so good. That tone, and man, I love his clean playing. I love his acoustic playing. He's just got it all, man. And he's the cat. And he'll be there, and you can learn from him this August. We are quickly getting some orders in and some slots. So if you are interested in being a part of Woodshed this year, you need to order now. It is extremely limited. We started with 100 slots, and those are filling up very fast. Very, very fast. We only announced it yesterday, and I hadn't even announced the rest of the roster. So, yeah, man, really, really important. Lamar Brewster is in the house. He says, my other go-to is just to jam to my favorite old records. I can't recommend that enough. I can't recommend that enough, right? All that kind of goodness. Yeah, Chuck has just attached the Woodshed Guitar Experience down there in the chat. Please go check it out. Tasty treat that one is. Excited about it, man. Excited about it. Let's see here. Play another song, maybe. Let's play this one. The old, I like doing my own backing tracks so I know I can't get flagged, right? It can also be fun to give yourself little challenges, like I'm only going to play this set of notes and see where that takes you. Yeah, restriction breeds creativity. Absolutely. I love that idea. You know, that's really, really a good one. Building phrases, too. So important, man. So important. It helps to hear them over a drone. Yeah, great point. Just take that right there. So if we have Troy, this is the Bella. 1, 3, 5, flat 7. Here's major 7, major 7 to 5. If we were to have that 6 in there, right? That minor 6, kind of the Marvel sound, right? Have minor 9. Kind of build that stuff. Yeah. You could have same kind of sound. You could have harmonic minor. I don't know how people do those, if people do them like this, or if they do them like a different way. Like those kind of things, right? I don't know. I like it like this. I feel like I could do them the fastest that way, right? The most efficient. Yeah, that way you can use those, hear the tones around it. Right. Yeah, Nick does use those a lot. That's like a very Nick Johnson-y kind of way, kind of doing those. Right. Yeah. I'm trying to check the chat here. Minor 9 sounds so cool over a low octave drone. Yeah, really nice, creepy Phrygian kind of thing. Yeah. Thanks. E-Structure is in the house. Excellent lesson. Thanks. Yeah. Cheers, man. Cheers. Also, one more time, Woodshed Guitar Experience, $200 off code if you use Early Bird. And please get signed up. Eric Johnson is coming. Andy Timmons is coming, and I'll be announcing more players as we progress through the next week or two. So yeah, super excited about that. Shiprocked was amazing. I've been editing footage. I'm first going to upload it to Patreon. As always, if you want to support the channel and get content early, get exclusive content that you can't get anywhere else, make requests for the channel, get access to over 600 videos. That is at patreon.com/AndyWoodMusic. That's how we keep the lights on. That's how we keep the content flowing. If you enjoy the Instagram stuff, if you enjoy the videos on YouTube that are free, think about coming over there to Patreon and throwing a little beer money in the bucket And yeah, you can control the content, and you get access to a weekly live Zoom masterclass. I get a Zoom call. Everybody chimes in, and you get access to that thing. If you sign up at the Monster member, you get a 30-minute lesson with me, which is really kind of cool. So yeah, that's the housekeeping. We got a lot of Patreon members in the chat today. So cheers, guys. Thanks for hanging out. As always, thanks for keeping the channel rolling. Appreciate you guys so much. Things like this, keeps it happening. I'm going to end up working on the album a bit today. I'm super fired up about that. I'm going to upload. I've actually edited, and I'm going to upload a video to Patreon from the first Stowaway show on Shiprocked. That was one of their Mega Jam events, and it's all themed after 90s stuff. So I wore a Biggie Smalls t-shirt with like the do-rag under the hat. I really went full themed out for the 90s event. And we got some fun footage of Randy Blythe and Dave Elson. Randy from Lamb of God, Dave, of course, from Megadeth. We are playing Dragula by Rob Zombie. I'm going to upload that footage. Playing One, which is awesome. Tony Martinez is in the house. Tony, hope you're doing good, my friend. Everyone take a second and go check out Tony Martinez's Instagrams and YouTube channels. He's a fabulous player. I've known him for years. One of my best buddies overseas, over in Spain. So yeah, super excited here. Doing a little housekeeping, and we will be chiming in on Patreon as soon as I finish up this live stream. I'm going to open the chat here for just a couple of seconds and let you guys kind of throw in any last minute questions. But yeah, the Patreon stuff is coming at you. It's cell phone footage. There'll be more official stuff coming out, but I want to make sure you guys had first dibs at some exclusive stuff, which is really cool. So yeah, AndyWoodMusic.com, of course, Patreon.com/AndyWoodMusic. Always a good place to hang out. And then if you are interested in Woodshed Guitar Experience, make sure to go hit that up. It's going to be so killer. So freaking killer. Eric freaking Johnson, man. Yes. Yes. It's a thing. It's real. So, yeah. Yeah, no problem, Tom. Yeah. Isaac's saying, here's a question I love asking people to mess around with. If you had to fight Eric Johnson-sized duck or 100 duck-sized Eric Johnsons, which would you fight? No rules, no time, no mercy. Because Eric Johnson is not a big guy, I'll probably take the Eric Johnson-sized duck. I feel like 100 duck-sized Eric Johnsons, man, I feel like they could take you down pretty quick. You know, they're just coming at you, stabbing your ankles with Stratocasters and stuff. I wouldn't want any part of that. I feel like I could take a human-sized duck, though. Like, I mean, you got to watch out for the beak. But if you get around that thing's neck, kind of Ted DiBiase, $1 Million Man, that thing, that duck ain't going nowhere. I think about any good average-sized guy could take a Eric Johnson-sized duck. I don't think that'd be too much of a problem. Dan says, thanks, Andy, as always. Thanks, everyone, for the great tips and info. Yes, of course, my friend. Make sure to check out the Patreon for more lesson stuff. All guys. Isaac Ben Ruby also is our winner for the FM3. Isaac, if you see it in the background, we still need to have your live stream. I'm going to shoot you an email and shoot you a link to maybe we'll do that tonight if you're free. I'll shoot you an email and see if you're free tonight, and we'll jump into the Patreon. We'll make some patches with you in the in the chat, in the Zoom call. Maybe we could do that. If we don't do it tonight, we could definitely do it tomorrow. So, yeah, we'll get your FM3 and then we'll get it all boxed up and sent over to you. And congratulations on winning that thing, man. That's freaking cool. Freaking cool. Rear naked choke on the duck. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to put those words in the same sentence together. You know what I mean? Like if you use those words in the same sentence, something's not right. Something's not exactly correct. Rear naked choke on the duck. Troy Bettis says the $1 million dream. That's right. Everybody's got a price. Everybody's got a price. Cheers, Ant-Man50. Thank you all, everyone, for hanging out. And I think that's going to do it. Let's wrap it up so I can get this uploaded to Patreon for some of the Shiprock content. Thanks for hanging out. As always, I'm going to be doing some more live streams. I'm home this week, so expect more live streams coming at you. They may just be random. I don't know. We're just gonna wing it. I love it. So yeah, cheers.